the Cherry Purls podcast. This is episode 99. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Because it says 98 right there. But it is 99, right?
It is 99. I don't know why I put 98. Oh, what it is I copied the show notes from last time, but see, it says 99 right there. So
it's episode 99. We are the Cherry Purls podcast, and we are coming to you from outside New Orleans, Louisiana, and we are super glad that you're here with all three of us today. So we are a fiber and craft podcast, fiber yarn and fiber crafting podcast coming to you from outside New Orleans, Louisiana. I am Robin.
I'm Mary.
You can find me as, this is Pearl. You can find me as Teeny Button on Instagram and Ravelry, and you can find my hand-dyed yarn at teennybuttonstudio.com.
On Ravelry, I am Snip and Full, and I am Cherry Pearls Mary on Instagram.
And Pearl has a hashtag, if you care to find it. It is Knittin' Kitten Pearl on Instagram. So
Pearl's like, I need to get down. I've got work to do.
She struggles, and then she kind of like settles, so I'm not really sure what she wants. But we have a podcast group on Ravelry. It is Cherry Pearls Podcast, and that's where you can find the show notes as well as links to everything we're going to talk about. And we have a knit-along. I have a knit-along. Our knit-along ended, didn't it?
Yes.
So, real quick, I am hosting in the Teeny Button Studio Ravelry group, the Harry Potter knit-along. So, if that is something that interests you, we'll link it down below. Basically, you knit any Harry Potter project with a Teeny Button Studio yarn or any Teeny Button Studio yarn in any project. So, again, that'll be linked down below.
Also in the show notes.
And
in the
Ravelry group. Yes. So, we have some upcoming show news. If you are going to be in Houston, actually Cypress, Texas. That's close to Houston.
It's a suburb.
In just about 2 weeks, which, oh gosh. No, just about 1 week.
Just give them the dates.
The 21st through the 23rd of June. So we are leaving in a week, which is a little bit scary for me, but that's okay, because I'll be ready whenever the time comes. But if you are going to be there, please come and stop by. I believe we are booth 404.
The vendor map is up
Yes.
on the Houston Fiberfest website. So if you're looking for Robin's booth, you can definitely find it on the map.
Watch me have gotten the booth number wrong.
But if it's wrong, Robin will put the correct booth number on the screen.
Yeah. So
if you don't see it on the screen, that's
it
the
was
right
right,
number.
404. I am also going to be at the Super Summer Knit Together in Nashville, Tennessee. That is July 21st. 20th. I'm so bad with dates.
This is why I have the show notes.
Yeah, but I don't want to look down because
if we look down, it's because we're looking at show notes.
That will just be me. No mom, but it will actually also be Larry. Larry is coming as my booth buddy, mostly just to help set up and take down. But he has booked his hotel and all the good stuff, so that's super exciting because he's never done a show with me before. So if you want to meet Larry, he'll be there. I don't know if he'll be like. He'll probably just be taking payments. I don't think he'll be, like, recommending yarns, because he's not a knitter, so he doesn't know quite as much, but he will be there. And I'll be there, so.
I wished I was going to be there.
Yeah.
I didn't make the lottery.
Year. Yeah, it happens.
Try every year. Nothing wrong with that.
So I think that's all the administrative stuff.
Yes, it is.
So, there's nothing on the back.
Yep, so we just have this one page right here.
Yes, so.
Plus your stuff.
We have some.
Finished objects.
Finished objects. Should I go first since I'm wearing mine?
Sure.
So, I'm sure y'all have been looking at it while we've been talking. This is my Soldotna crop. This is patterned by Caitlin Hunter, our Boylan Knitworks. And I really love it. I'm really excited about it.
I think it turned out fantastic.
Yeah, so
it's a magnificent sweater.
It is a DK weight cropped sweater. So, I knit the 3X size, but I went down a needle size. So, it is slightly smaller than the 3X is supposed to be. But it fits really good. It's a little bit looser in the waist than I was hoping, but it's not a big deal. It still fits fine. And the color work actually laid really flat, so I really like it. So it's super, super stretchy.
You did a good job with it.
Yeah. The whole time, because I wore it to Knit in Public Day on Saturday, and so all my friends were like, "Oh, show us the inside. Show us your float." So I'm like sitting there flashing people. I had a shirt on underneath, but it was still funny. So. That's what my floats look like. They look good. I don't know if you can get a good feel for them because I'm wearing it. But, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It went quickly, but not super quickly. I think it took me almost exactly a month to finish it. But there were a couple weeks when I went to Nana's, I didn't work on it at Nana's because I was worried about the puppy.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't want Willow to get to it.
Yeah, it was a fairly quick knit. I can see there's some people who are on like their second, third, fourth one. So I can definitely see that. I don't think I would knit another one quite yet just because
there's other things you want to knit.
There's other things I need to work on. And if you're knitting a small or a medium, I can totally see knitting like 2 of them. But whenever you get into the bigger sizes, like the stitch count is the same as if you would knit 2 small ones anyway. So I can understand, and if you knit a bigger size, you don't want to have, that much knitting to do. I'm also about to be doing a test knit on a sweater or a top pattern, so I don't want to commit to too much.
But like I said, there's other things you want to knit.
Yes. So I used Teeny Bun Studio yarn. I used 4 colors. So the dark blue is Meet Me in Kingston. The kind of tealy sort of aqua minty, not mint, but the aqua color is Tiffany Box. The orangey brown, so you can see that. The orangey brown is Treacle Toffee, and then the speckle is On Your Marks, Get Set, Bake from the Great British Bake Off collection. So I think I didn't measure my cakes before I started, but I measured the whole thing. So I think I used a little bit more than half a cake or half a skein for the contrast colors. So the Treacle Toffee and the On Your Marks, Get Set, Bake. And I used about a skein and a half for the dark blue and the light blue. So you don't need quite the 6 skeins if you're making the biggest size, but I did go down a needle size, so that may affect my gauge. But I do have kits in the shop for this exact kit if you like it and you want to make it. I'll probably be taking those kits down relatively soon because we're going out of town and I'm going to vending at a show, so I don't want to sell something that I need to have for the show. But as of recording this and probably for the next couple of days, I will still have kits available.
Makes sense.
Yes. So what do you have?
I have got socks. So I'll start with the one that has the color that you had. So these are some socks. The main colorway is Ready, Set,
On Your Marks,
Get Set, Bake. I say it wrong every time. And then
you watch enough Great British Bake Off.
I know. And the toes and heels are a leftover from a Leading Men Fiber Arts gradient set. It was, let me see if I can find it on there, Drama Queen gradient set. So it's just my usual basic toe where I do a basic sock, rounded toe, fish lips, kiss heel, and then I do some gusset increases from Mina's vanilla sock recipe, and that's about it. So I've got a pair of socks.
Looks good.
Well, thank you.
It's pair number 1.
Yep. So there's a second pair. Is that your only finished object? Okay.
I nodded, which you couldn't see.
Oh, another pair of socks. Angela Felici Fibers. I want to say knits, but Felici Fibers. She had done a pair of socks similar to these, and I fell in love with them. So these are my Copying Angela socks. So this is the Night Bus, and this is Butterbeer. And same sock as before in terms of the patterns used. I pretty much do vanilla socks most of the time just because I like some mindless knitting, and that's exactly what this was.
Is this cuff longer than the cuffs you've done before?
Not the ones I've been doing lately. Why?
It's longer than I remember your cuffs usually being.
Yeah. Lately I've been doing them longer. Why?
Just curious.
So yeah, 2 pairs of socks. I do too.
Night Bus.
Night Bus.
And I love with that orange. It's very LSU.
I don't see this as orange.
Yellow. I meant yellow.
Yeah, I see more as a gold, so purple and gold. And 2 more things. So I have a hat that's been my car knitting. So this is just my basic hat where I just pull out a bunch of yarns and cast on that number of stitches and knit to a certain length and then bind off. And this is in Loops and Threads Impeccable Solids in the colorway Royal. And then I wanted to bring this, I showed it at the last podcast. I had not blocked it yet, but this is my damask.
Wow.
That I wanted to show.
All
blocked out. So if you want to know the details on it, go look at the show notes from last podcast. But this is Damask by Kitman Figueroa. And I put beads in instead of the nups. And yeah, turned out really great.
I love that.
And I did the scalloped edging on the shawl. Some people pulled it out into points, but I had never done one where I had a scalloped edge, so I did the scalloped edging.
Blocking is magic.
Yeah, I love
It's
blocking.
amazing.
I actually really enjoy blocking.
Yeah. Like look at how open it is. Like you can just like, oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So,
Did you use a straight edge wire?
No, yes I did for this.
Just for the top edge?
Yeah, I usually do blocking wires for the top edge just to kind of, so I don't get that weird point, the weird hump. It's got a tiny bit of a hump.
Yeah, you sometimes get that. It's a little askew, isn't it? Not that it matters.
Well, it's not really askew because it's knit bottom up. That's just how that's the very last where you.
Oh.
So it's not, it's just a different kind of
yeah.
ending on it. But you know how shawls will sometimes get the little hump at the top. So I do put blocking wires in just to try to get a straighter edge across the top. But the rest of it, definitely no blocking wires because I did the scalloped. I guess I could have run blocking wires through this part here, but
I don't think you need to.
Didn't really matter. That much didn't matter to me. So yeah. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you because last time I showed it to you, it was unblocked and just kind of, like you said, show the magic of blocking. So that's it.
Looks good.
Thank you.
So I'm kind of boring this week. I only have one work in progress.
I just have one work in progress that I brought. I have been working on the northeasterly, but I haven't really got a ton of progress. So it's just like, oh yeah, look, I've got a couple more sections. What?
This girl has a cake of yarn.
What are you doing?
She does this where she has like a cake in her mouth and she walks around the house. Is that yours or mine?
No, she got it out of here, so that's yours.
Oh, that's mine. Ugh.
You need to let go of it. You need to let go of it. Thank you. She's got it. She's got it.
She's got a thing for cakes of yarn. She doesn't care if they're in a skein, and she doesn't care if they're in a project. But whenever they're in a cake, that's a cat toy
or a ball.
Or a ball. Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm ruining your fun, baby.
So this is my only work in progress, and I'm keeping it in this bag that Tiffany from Southern Star Handmade made for us because
isn't it beautiful?
So this is the Tea at Hagrid's shawl. This is a pattern by Lindsay Fowler. I don't have it in the show notes because I'm a slacker and I didn't send them until this morning.
But I will have it in the show notes. So if that is incorrect, it will be corrected over there.
So this is this way. Okay. This is a triangle shawl. It's knit side to side. And the pattern calls for 2 skeins of the main color and 1 skein of the contrasting mohair. And the way the pattern is written is you switch from just the plain regular color to including the mohair in the second half, but I don't really care for the look of that. So I held the mohair all the way across.
You've gone rogue and done it your way.
I have, yeah. So this is Tea at Hagrid's on my Lush MCN base. So there's Tea at Hagrid's. And this is a particularly yellow skein. It's not always quite got that much cream in it. And then my contrast color is Rose Merida. So
I'm just looking at the color of your hands.
Yeah, I've been
dying.
I don't wear gloves because I'm lazy.
Well, you also like the feel, especially when you're speckling.
Yeah, so, well, I wear gloves whenever I speckle because otherwise I'd get it everywhere.
True.
But I don't wear, like, I'm just pushing yarn down into the dye. I don't wear gloves because...
You couldn't use a spoon or something for that?
Cross-contamination. So I just use my hands and just wash my hands. But I could always wash the spoon, but I'm not gonna.
Say it, but I
didn't. You know, I would have to carry the spoon to the sink, whereas I don't have to carry my hands because they're attached to my body. That's the justification for that. But anyway.
But theoretically, you're still carrying them.
Yeah. It's not like I can leave them behind.
No.
So these are the 2 yarns I'm using. And I see you looking at that. Why don't you go play somewhere else?
She's like, Mother,
mind your business.
That has got my attention.
So this is how it looks so far. So I am halfway done. So I've just started doing the decreases.
So you knit to a certain length and then you start decreasing back down?
And I can't find where there's supposed to be a point. Here's the point. Okay, so here's where this is going to be the point of the shawl. So that's half of the shawl plus a couple rows. So I'm really enjoying it. It's super mindless because it's the exact same rows over and over. And stretch it, it's going to be super.
So you can block this out nice and big.
Yeah. And it's got that halo to it. It's super soft. It's really
it's
good knit group knitting.
Ooh, soft.
Yeah, and there's also, I don't know if you can see from the thing, but there is a part where you switch from garter to stockinette, so there's a little bit of visual interest there. So I think it's very interesting, and it's a good size. I think it's going to block out really big, but right now I could wear it as like a little shawlette. But I'm excited to finish it. But it's kind of one of those casual projects where I might bring it to work on at Houston, just because like it's mindless enough that I could just work on it without having to think too much.
Well, if you set it down, you can come back to it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of coming back to it.
Yeah, because I was going to bring the big tech socks. Excuse me, hiccup. But those have a lace pattern. So I'm worried about if I put it down, can I pick the lace back up? But
Makes
we'll
sense.
See. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So that's my only work in progress this week.
I only have one, too, that I brought. Like I said, didn't want to bring the Northeasterly, but this is a new project. So this is the Lamina wrap by Amber O'Brien.
Yeah, it looks like her, doesn't it?
Oh, let me turn it the right way. And this is using a set of minis that I bought at Rhinebeck this past year. So the yarn is Alpaca Yarn Company Mini Madness, and the colorway is Viva Las Vegas. That's all the colorful parts. And then the gray is some Mad Tosh sock that I have in the colorway Boxcar. So there will eventually be, I think it's 27 sections, so there'll be at least 2 repeats of all 10 colors and then a couple of repeats of some more. But I may go ahead and do the last 3 just because it's not going to make it that much bigger, just to give me full 3 repeats of all the colors.
And if you have the yardage, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, I'm thinking I will be because I'm looking at what I have left from the pink and the purple here, and I definitely have enough for one more. So I think I will, if you've got the yarn, why not go ahead and use it?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is has been enjoyable so far. So this is the Lamina wrap by Amber O'Brien.
Looks good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it looks really good. I really like it. It's very, very fitting for Pride Month.
Yeah, I saved the rainbow for this month.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you could do the knit-along they're doing, the Quiet Queers Crafting.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. The heartbeat.
With the Dumbledore dressing gown?
Yes,
okay.
That's the one I'm doing for that.
Good idea.
But I can't remember if I got the name of the pattern right. But anyway, I'll have
we'll
that
show
started.
It once it's,
Yeah, I'm going to start that probably tomorrow.
So I have some Throw Me Something, mister.
I do too.
What you got?
I have some swap that Elise sent me.
Ooh.
Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. So I participated in the Solidarity swap in the pattern section. But my swap partner and I decided that we wanted to go ahead and just swap some extra stuff between us. So I sent her some things, and she sent me some things. So what she sent me was this beautiful set of yarn, and I told her that I loved my teals and blues. And this is sweater. It's a sweater kit. Is that what that says? The yarn flower.
Yeah.
And this is Soft U. Is, I guess, her
packaging's really interesting.
Her base, yeah, it came like this on this really cool piece of
poster board,
cardboard or something.
Yeah.
So she sent me that.
But what's the fiber content? It looks like it's kind of silky.
I'm not sure. Oh, okay. It's 80-10-10. Ooh.
Oh, so it's MCN.
Yeah, it's MCN. Wow, Elise, thanks. I didn't even notice. I just thought it was sock, and it was really, really
these
beautiful.
two are different.
Yeah, but I don't know.
There you go.
Oh.
Silk Mulberry, Silk Jewel, and Soft for You. So I guess it's 3 different weights.
Yeah, so this is what the back says. Wait, this is getting ready to fall off my lap here. And I don't need to have that on my lap. So the back of this, so some Silk Mulberry.
So it's 3 different bases.
Silk Jewel and Soft for You. The Soft for You is this one. So I'm really not sure what the other.
These 2 look the same.
Yeah.
And this one is different.
So I'm guessing this is
Silk Mulberry.
I'm guessing this is the Silk Jewel. And this would be the silk mulberry because it's more
Mm,
yardage.
mhm.
Anyway, beautiful colors. I love it.
Mhm.
So Elise also sent me a little notions bag. So hand me my yarn and back away slowly, which is adorable. And she sent me a Katrinkles stitchable hat ornament kit.
Those are so cute.
Elise lives in the Northeast. I'm not sure. I think it's Connecticut. I'm not sure, but she's from Canada, and she went to the Toronto Fiber Fest or Fiber Frolic. I'm not sure exact name.
Frolic.
I think it is Frolic. And so I think she picked up these things there. And then she also sent me some stitch markers, and then there's a little Canadian flag in there as well.
So cute.
So I really, really loved everything she sent, and I was definitely tickled to get it in the mail. So that's what I have.
So I found one of the skeins. I think this is the last skein that I lost in my move. So that's super exciting.
That is good.
So this is the skein. It's from Night Owl Fibers. And it is her Night Bus colorway. This was her March skein of the month. So that tells you how long it's been since I ordered this. It's her Barn Owl sock, which is a 75-25 merino nylon. And it came with a cute little skull stitch marker, which I'm assuming is like the shrunken head they have in the Night Bus in the movie. So there's the skull.
That is beautiful.
So it is a self-striper. And it's actually going to end up looking like the Night Bus socks you made out of my yarn.
Good job,
so
Rachel.
That's awesome. So I'm super excited about this. Larry says he likes it.
Because it's got purple in it.
Larry likes purple, but I don't think Larry's going to end up getting this. We'll see. Depends on how good he is and how I'm feeling at the time. So then I also made a Knit Picks order, which I usually don't show, but I'm just going to flash these really quick. I got some Dishy cotton because I was on a washcloth kick. So I got 4 colors because they were super cheap. So I got, this one is Clarity, the gray. The blue is Mint. It's a little washed out, but you get the idea.
Yeah, it's close.
And then, yeah. I'm going to use these two together. Probably this for the shell edging and then this for the main color. And then the same with these, with the pink, which is coral.
Yeah.
No, conch.
Oh,
Conch. And then linen is the tan. So yeah, those are showing up good. So
looks good.
Yeah, I'm super obsessed with this color lately. I think that's what I'm going to knit my test knit in this like orangey coral color. So that is all of my, throw me something, mister. Do you have anything else?
No, I do not.
So I think that's all the knitting content that we have then.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the screen is a low battery note, and it says we have 5% battery left. Do you need to plug it in?
You started at 10, so we have time to finish.
Okay, I just don't know your computer that well. I know with mine, it would have probably already gone to sleep.
Yeah, well.
Okay, never mind.
We got time. I'm not, because we're almost done. So if that is all you're here for, then please feel free to leave them tongue-tied today. If you want to see the quick little shop update section, then please stick around. So there will not be a shop update until the end of June because, like I said, we are going to Houston Fiber Fest, and I have to stockpile yarn.
Yeah, let me hold so you can reach.
But I did do a Worldwide Knit in Public Day flash sale, and there is still a little bit available. So I've pulled some skeins that are on sale. These are $20 to $23, I think, so a couple dollars off. So I'll just show them very quick. This is Slughorn's Christmas Party on Shimmer. Look at that. Look at that green.
I know. And the sparkle.
Yeah, Slughorn's Christmas Party. This one is Star Baker, which I'm sure y'all have seen before.
Yay.
This one is Blue Skies, which was a one-off colorway that I don't think I'll be doing again. I only have 2 of these left. And then, let's see what you got. This is Just as Sane as I Am. This is a fairly new colorway, but this one is on Shimmer. So I have discounted it because it's the last one on Shimmer. And then Albus on Lush Sock, just for the heck of it. The stuff that I only had 1 or 2 skeins left, I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and discount it just because they're lonely and they need new homes. So this is Every Flavor Beans. This one is on Tough Sock. I do have it right there on Shimmer as well. So if you want it on Sparkle or on BFL. And then this is one of the 2 remaining skeins of Shell Cottage that I have right now. So most of these are not being discontinued. I'm just
You only had a couple
discounting them because it's time for them to go find new homes. So I will show, I had a Harry Potter shop update last Friday. Today is Wednesday, so it was a while ago, but I will show you what went into the shop because there are a few skeins of each left. So this is called Suki Loves Jackson. It's not a Harry Potter colorway, but this was the February Gilmore Girls Club colorway. So it is available in the shop now, and I love it. I've already had 2 custom order requests for a sweater quantity of these, so I kind of want to make a sweater now. Maybe like a cardigan. What is she doing?
She's trying to get into something over there.
She's so bad.
No, she just sees something she needs.
Suki Loves Jackson. This one's on shimmer. I also have it on Lush Sock. That's what I have left. I was trying to see which one that was. All the soft socks look like have gone. But I might put some more up before I go. And then this is called Flight of the Fat Lady. And this was February's Harry Potter Club. This one is on Tough Sock. But I also have it on shimmer. And I think I have one more soft sock left. So Tough, Shimmer, and Sock are all available. Soft sock. So that's what it looks like. So all of that is currently in the shop now. I also have a ton more sales skeins I did not show y'all. Just because we're short on time and my computer is at now 3% battery. So really quick, I have dyed up a special colorway for Houston Fiber Fest. So if you are going to be there and you would like to snag it, I will show you what it looks like now. If you're going to be there and you don't want to be spoiled for what it looks like, then look away. So whenever we went to Houston to visit my grandmother last month, we went to the El Gato Coffee House Cat Cafe, and they had some merchandise there, and one of the shirts they had a logo on it that looked like the Astros logo, but it had a cat on it with balls of yarn, and it said Cat Stros on it. And I was like, well, there's my Houston Fiberfest colorway name. So it is inspired by the Astros, but also by this particular picture of the Cat Stros. So if you hear that, I don't know what she's doing.
I don't know what she's trying to get.
So that's what it looks like. It is a gray, kind of semi-solid with orange and blue speckles. So this one is on Soft Sock. I will also have it on Squish DK. And if you cannot make it to Houston Fiber Fest, I will be putting them in the shop after. And then I have dyed 2 coordinating colorways to go with it. So an orange and a blue, of course. So this is the orange. This one is called Tangerine Dream. So it's not a Houston-themed semi-solid, just to coordinate. And then I've also dyed a blue that's in the dye pots right now. So the way that this is going to work is I'm going to use the mini skeins and try something new where it's a sock set where you get a 50-gram skein of the main color, and then 2 20-gram skeins of 2 coordinating colors. So if you wanted to use the orange for toes and then the blue for heels and the main color for the rest, you could do that. Or if you wanted to do a hat and stripe the orange and the blue with the gray. Or if you wanted to do mittens and do the 1 orange cuff and 1 blue cuff. Or if you wanted to do a shawl and get 2 skeins of the gray with one skein of each of the contrast colors, you could do that as well. So I feel like this gives you some versatility. So I will have those at Houston Fiber Fest, full skeins, DK Soft, and the half skeins on Soft Sock with the minis. And then I'll also have them in the shop after.
So you'll have the mini separate as well.
Yes, just a handful though. I haven't dyed a ton. So I think if you're going to be at Houston Fiber Fest, please come and say hi to us. I will be bringing the usual stuff. I've had some people ask if I'm going to be bringing my Breezy Fingering, which is my wool cotton base. I definitely will be dyeing some new colors on it, and I'm also thinking about bringing it on DK as well, but I haven't decided, so stay tuned for that. But I think that's all we have to talk about today, so I think we're ready to go.
I think so.
All right. Thank you for watching. If you're a new viewer, thank you for checking us out for the first time. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. And we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.